All right, so when we're looking at transformations of functions, you'll always hear me mention, always start with the toolkit function. And the toolkit function in this case, you can see, is the absolute value of x, and the toolkit function in this case is x squared. They're just your basic starting point. So you can see here that they have graphed the absolute value of x for us. And they want us to do -2 absolute value of x. The negative, when it's on the outside, which you can see right here, that one's pretty easy because that's just saying you're flipping it. And I'm going to just draw this real quick, and that's what that would look like. But now I'm going to get exact points. So now notice this value outside is outside the function. So that's saying your x value stays the same, but then your y value is going to become -2 times what it was. So if I look here, if I'm at this point 1, now I can see that that is actually going to become -2, okay, because I multiplied by 2. If I'm at this point, let's do this 3, then you can see now this one becomes at 6, and becoming absolute value, they're going to match this other side. So I can kind of put my point here and my point here to be able to draw. Oops, I didn't do a very good job on my line. All right, but then, so you kind of get the picture, and you can just simply plug in points just to make sure that they work. Like if I plug in -2 and I wanted to know if I plugged in -1, the absolute value of -1 is +1, and so that's why I'm at this point -2. Okay, so the same thing here with that negative sign will, oops, I lost my pen there, will flip this over. Okay, that's my reflection over the x-axis, but now to get actual points, I'm taking half of them. So think about this point right here is at 2, 4, and I can see if my x value is 2, and I square that, I get -1/2, and then 4. Now you can see it's going to actually be at -2. And I can do the same thing where I'm plugging in points, but you're just looking at these transformation rules to be able to flip, but then also just simply pick x values to see what's actually happening to plot those points.